Hi Aries, it's WhiteOwl Tarot here. Let's do your weekly reading, shall we? It's a general reading. It's going to be for singles, couples, anyone in between, anyone who wants to watch it regarding love and romance. Everything else you may or may not want to know is probably in the box below. Okay, let's get started. We have the Arc Oracle card and tarot deck here. So we're going to do one quick oracle card. Let's see where we're at. Where's your energy, Aries? Where are we at? Whoa. Where we at is we're all over the place. Oh, Aries, are you going to make me drop the cards again? Don't make me do that. I started with you, so hopefully we'll see. If I drop the cards, I'm going to know it's you. Okay, one card, please, from the oracle deck for Aries energy. There we are. Ooh, you got the dove. Isn't that pretty? So you got the dove card here with divine messages and kind of going in accord, following in the steps of motherhood. Some of you may be pregnant. Some of you may be dealing with someone who is pregnant that's close to you. And also those of you that have children, I think, are deeply involved in your children at this time. Okay. And with divine messages, I'm expecting some communication here with the tarot. Let's see where you at, what you know, Aries. Where you at, what you know. Okay, where you been, Aries? Let's get a feel for where you've been, what you've been doing over the holidays. And then we'll go into January and see what's in store. Alright, but first, where you been, what you know. Where you been, what you know is justice with the elephant. And you're working with truth, natural laws, righting wrongs, getting things going with karmic law. Whoa! You're throwing cards. Okay. Let me see. Let's see here. We got the Knight of Cups here. With now this one sprung out. I'm going to take it because I feel like if it's springing out, then it's meant to be. So this one is a joyful card. With dolphins are very playful, and this is about romance, but it can also be a little bit of a trickster, so you might feel like you're dealing with that kind of energy. We'll go in and get some nitty-gritty details, but let's first get the base down here and see where you've been, what you know, what's going on for you. Okay. Ooh, hyena. Yeah, you're definitely dealing with some trickster type energy, feeling a little bit betrayed, feeling a little bit like you're recovering from a betrayal or some kind of wound. And I think that you're calling for some justice at this point. Like you're really not very happy, and I'm sorry for that. That's often the case when it comes to holidays, but this feels more romantic, this feels more personal, and let's just see where you're headed with this. Where are you going with this in the next week or two, Aries? In the next week or two, where are we headed here? And again, even though I am calling out actual time as we perceive it, you know that time is not linear. So it may or may not resonate in the next week or two. We'll see. Those of you going through stuff, it may be sooner, it may be later. Let's just see. So, one or two cards, please, in the next week or two. Okay, one or two we got. Okay, we got the Flamingo, Two of Wands, and the Page of Wands with the Raccoon. So we're dealing with trying to get our balance, and the flamingo stands on one leg. It's very good with balance. So we're working on getting our balance and taking the first step towards something new for us. We're having a little bit more enthusiasm, feeling a little bit freed up, and having some new ideas and ready to roll with the new. So out with the old and in with the new, huh, Aries, with 2020? That's nice. That's some good energy there. So we're dealing with, I think basically what's going on is, you felt like some injustice happened to you. You're feeling betrayed, feeling a little bit rough around the edges here recently, but I think basically you let it go to karma and let the universe take care of that, and you're going to roll with the new in 2020. That's awesome, Aries. Okay, so let's see. So you're looking to see where you're headed. I think, whoa, yeah, there you go, Aries. Why do you spill cards? Control yourself. You know I'm just teasing you. Okay, so some more cards, please, for the future. More cards for the future. In the next week or two, and January. For the month of January, the next week or two, what you got going? The blue-footed booby. That's so cute. Okay, so the Two of Swords, you got a little bit of indecision and maybe some information overload. Okay. So the bottom of the deck, you have the Snake, which is also the Tower. So the Tower hit for you, and I think at this point you're trying to figure out where you want to go. You're probably going through a little bit of healing mode, and you're trying to figure out, okay, so where do I go from here? I got to get my balance. I got to, find the new. I'm now free. I'm feeling free, but at the same time, you're feeling, I think, a little bit overloaded on making a decision, and it kind of locks you up a little bit in your head and trying to figure out, where do I go? What happens? So this is a little bit of a shocking change for you, but it is a transformation, and often transformations will kind of give you a little bit of a shock. All right, Aries, let's get some nitty-gritty detail for you, shall we? Okay. So with the Two of Wands with the Flamingo card here, I want to see. Okay, so we got the Queen of Cups and the Wheel of Fortune. So the Queen of Cups, I think basically, as an air sign, it's interesting that you're kind of going into yourself and going into feeling what you need to feel. And this is, I think, appropriate for someone who has gone through the Tower card, the Snake here. Basically, you have to go within, feel your feelings, process that, go through all of that, and you will transform. So in order to transform and arise, almost like a phoenix, like Scorpio, this is a Scorpio card, the Queen of Cups, Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer, but I see it as a Scorpio card. And very often they own the Tower card, the Transformation card, the Death card. So in that relation, I think that you're taking on that type of energy is where I'm getting with this. You're taking on that kind of energy. You have a cycle that's ended. This is a little bit of an abrupt ending, but this is for your higher good, your better betterment, if you will. And I think 2020, you're going to start 2020 out just like ready to be a new you. Definitely. You're going to shed the skin of the snake there and be, not calling you a snake, but you know what I'm saying. Like the snakes are about healing. They're not always about snaky snake stuff. They're about healing, and they're about shedding your skin, and you're going to renew yourself. So I think this is a really good reading. This is very positive. Okay, so with the Page of Wands, or the raccoon energy, you've got some enthusiasm, and I'm reading right here. You've got some enthusiasm, and you're feeling a little bit more like a free spirit. You've got some new ideas going on in your head. What you got? Yep, see, Three of Wands. You're looking to see, where am I going with this? Where am I headed? What am I going to do? What are your ideas? You got any ideas pending here? Empress. Okay, so you're saying, you know what? I know my value. I know my worth, and I'm done with this. Two of Swords popped out again. This is Two of Swords over here. So you have the Two of Swords twice. Basically, you're saying, you know what? I am done with this. I am going to go within. I'm going to heal. I'm going to transform, and you're going to see a new and improved Aries next year for 2020. I'm going to start rocking it out in January. Way to go. Okay, so with the blue, whoops. I don't know if that was supposed to come out. That was the Five of Cups. I'm going to put it back. If it was supposed to, we know it'll pop back. Okay, so with the blue-footed booby, that's really fun to say. The blue-footed booby. Say that 3 times fast. That's also the Two of Swords. So I feel like a little bit you're a little overwhelmed with your indecision, or a little bit overwhelmed with making a decision and feeling a little indecisive is what I'm trying to say. And you've kind of come to a point where it's like it's an impasse. We're basically like, okay, so I can't go forward in the direction I've been trying to go forward. So this is why the Tower hit. I must transform, I must renew, and I must go within and deal with this transformation from the inside out and liberate myself, which is awesome. So let's see. Let's see about the Two of Swords. Can you clarify here? We got the Nine of Wands, which is a little bit of a wounded warrior, and the Nine of Cups. Yeah. So this is basically your understanding of needing to have your satisfaction, your needs, everything are going to be self-fulfilling, and this is a wish fulfilled. So essentially, I think that you pick yourself up, Aries, from whatever this is in the past here with the hyena and the Ten of Swords kind of scenario, and you will pick yourself up and you will be there for yourself. You will transform and know your value, know your worth, and try to figure out where it is you want to take yourself, because you're going to be very self-sufficient from here and make yourself happy. You're really going to, I think, make 2020, especially this January, about you. At the bottom of the deck, though, we do have a little bit of anxiety going on with the Nine of Swords. And, I think that's normal when you're transforming. You may need a little rest and healing. Here you are, Aries, at the bottom of the deck. So, yeah, you need some rest. You need some healing. Take that time that you need. Snakes don't shed their skin overnight. It's a process, so understand that it is a process. This is a cycle that's closing out for you, and just do your thing and take care of you. All right, Aries, I thought that was an excellent reading. I hope that you have an excellent 2020, especially, and I think you're doing a great job in starting out in January. So I hope to see you next week. And be sure to comment, like, subscribe. Let me know if you like this new deck. I absolutely love it because I love animals. Who doesn't? But anyway, so talk to me. Give me a comment if you want to see something different. All right. Thanks, Aries.